In this video we'll be looking at plain hunt as it's rung on the treble bell. We'll introduce the idea of the line, what it means to move up to sixth place and down to first place, and why the bell rings slower when moving up to sixth place and why it rings quicker when moving down to first place. And now you're going to see plain hunt rung once through on the treble bell, and I'm going to be counting out loud as I ring it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when ringers ring in the tower or with handbells, they're actually always counting like this, but they're counting silently in their head, and they reach kind of an agreement about how the rhythm should feel almost spontaneously. But at the moment I'm counting out loud as I ring plain hunt on each bell. So I've just rung plain hunt on the treble bell, counting out loud. This time I'm going to do exactly the same thing, but instead of counting the numbers with my voice, I'm going to tap the rhythm with a pen, and this represents the rhythm that ringers have going on in their head silently as they ring together. You'll notice that the diagram now has two lines. Each line shows how a bell moves from one change to the next. Traditionally, a red line indicates the treble bell, that is, bell number 1. This is the line I want you to look at now. Ignore the blue line for the time being, that's for bell number 2, and at the moment we're ringing the treble. Now, following the red line, count and clap the treble bell with me. So I've just rung plain hunt for you on the treble bell, counting the places out loud, and I've then also rung plain hunt once through on the treble bell, tapping the places with a pen. Now I'm going to ring plain hunt once through on the treble, counting silently in my head. I'm going to be counting at about the same speed that I've been doing in the previous exercises. I'm going to count out loud for the 2 rounds that we always ring before we start the method, but then I'm going to count silently in my head while I ring plain hunt on the treble. So you can try and count along in your head as well, but notice that as the treble rings up the places towards 6th place, there is a longer gap between each blow. That is, the bell will be ringing more slowly. And as the bell rings its way down from 6th place down to 1st place again, where it started, there is a shorter gap between each blow, so the bell will be ringing more quickly. This is because if you count the number of other bells that have to ring in between each blow of the treble, you'll find that more bells are ringing in between each blow as the treble moves up towards 6th place. But as the treble moves down from 6th place back towards 1st place again, fewer bells are ringing in between each blow of the treble, and so it seems to be ringing more quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, with regard to what we've just done, that is listening to how the bell rings slower as you hunt up towards the back, up to 6th place, and faster down towards the front, down to 1st place. This is particularly relevant for anyone who's a tower bell ringer, because of course to ring the bell more slowly or more quickly requires you to handle the bell very much differently. It's not so much of a problem when you're ringing a handbell, because you simply move your wrist faster or slower, but in a tower bell you're going to have to be ringing the bell in different ways.